Let's test it. Get nothing. Okay. So let's take the 2 screws out of the barrel. Take the tip off. And now I was getting nothing on the tester. So I'm going to take a screwdriver and I'm going to put it down inside the barrel where those 2 contact points are. And I'm going to try to touch those 2 contact points. And I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing on my tester. So at this point, we don't know if it's a rewire or something else. So let's go backward. We've tested the 2 contact points in there and we get nothing on our tester. So let's flip this over and let's make sure that these wires are connected properly. Here we go, take the grip off. Take the pad out. Undo these 2 nuts. And this one has been spun around a number of times. Spun around like crazy. And yet, maybe you can't tell, but this wire doesn't look like it was, lacquer was stripped off of it properly. So we're going to take these 2 wires. We're going to start again. Slide the insulation all the way to the blade. Both of the wires have insulation going all the way down to the blade. Slide the bell back on. I'm going to use a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to make sure that the insulation is stripped off of these wires. Maybe you can see the difference if I put the 2 next to each other. This dark brown one still has the lacquer on it. It has a layer of almost clear insulation. I'm going to strip that off. Wires with the insulation stripped off. I'm going to put the socket back on. I always check these screws right here. Make sure that these are tight. I'm going to drive these wires up through this large hole. And then I'm going to drive them up through the mouse holes. When I stretch the wire around, I like to go under the washer and not all the way around. And then I tighten it down. Same thing with the other one. These wires had not been properly stripped and they hadn't been properly wound around and screwed down to these sockets. So we're going to throw the pad in, put that grip back on, double check that the wire is going through the mouse, finish tightening down the grip, attach the tester. We were testing to see if we could get these 2 contact points to work. The epee reading when I touch the 2 contact points, and I get the grounding reading when I touch the barrel. So this is wired. We found out that the problem wasn't the barrel end. The problem was at the socket end.